What if the reason you've always felt alone isn't because you don't fit in? What if it's because your mind sees the world differently? Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt something was off? Everyone else is laughing, talking, and enjoying themselves. But you're noticing the forced smile, the fake enthusiasm, the tension hidden behind simple words. Within minutes you're exhausted, not because you hate people, because your brain never stops observing them. Most people will tell you that you overthink, that you're too quiet or too serious. Psychology suggests something else entirely. Some people develop psychological traits that naturally separate them from the crowd. These aren't flaws, they're hidden strengths that make ordinary social life feel strangely empty. Today we're exploring 7 rare psychological traits found in people who naturally walk alone. By the end of this video, you may finally understand why solitude has always felt more comfortable than belonging. The first trait is seeing what others miss. While everyone else listens to words, you're paying attention to everything around them. A pause before an answer. A smile that disappears too quickly. Confidence that suddenly becomes uncertainty. Psychologists call this thin slicing, the ability to make accurate judgments from very small pieces of behavior. Your brain quietly connects details most people ignore. Over time, those details become patterns. You recognize who is genuine, who is pretending, and who only appears when they need something. It's not magic, it's observation. But this ability comes with a cost. Social situations become mentally exhausting because your mind never stops analyzing what's happening beneath the surface. People often describe you as intense. You're simply noticing more. The second trait is craving depth instead of attention. Some people can spend hours talking about nothing and leave feeling energized. You leave feeling empty. It's not because you dislike people, it's because your mind is searching for meaning. You don't care about endless small talk. You care about conversations that challenge your thinking, reveal someone's character, or change the way you see the world. That's why you've probably felt lonelier in crowded rooms than you've ever felt sitting alone. You're not looking for more people, you're looking for real connection. And because genuine depth is rare, your circle naturally becomes smaller. The third trait is protecting your independence. Every group has invisible rules. Agree with us, think like us, don't question the crowd. Most people follow those rules without noticing. You don't. The moment you feel pressured to become someone you're not, something inside you pushes back. Your freedom isn't just important, it's part of who you are. That's why you've walked away from friendships, workplaces, or communities that demanded conformity. To others, it looks like you're pushing people away. In reality, you're protecting yourself. The fourth trait is building instead of belonging. While most people spend their energy trying to fit in, you're focused on creating something meaningful. Whether it's a business, a skill, a career, or a better version of yourself, your attention naturally moves toward progress. Time feels valuable, so gossip, drama, and unnecessary obligations quickly become distractions. You've learned that every pointless commitment steals time from the life you're trying to build. People think you've become distant. The truth is you've become focused. As your purpose grows stronger, your circle naturally grows smaller. The fifth trait is becoming a mirror for others. Have you ever noticed that some people dislike you before they even know you? Often it has nothing to do with you. Your calmness reminds anxious people of their chaos. Your independence exposes someone else's dependence. Your confidence reflects another person's insecurity. Instead of facing those uncomfortable feelings, they project them onto you. Suddenly you're labeled arrogant, cold, or intimidating, even though you've barely spoken. You're not creating the discomfort, you're revealing it. The sixth trait is living ahead of your time. While most people are thinking about today, your mind is already connecting tomorrow to next year. You naturally notice where habits lead, where decisions end, and where relationships are heading. This makes you seem like an overthinker, but many of the things you quietly predict eventually happen. Living on a different timeline makes it difficult to relate to people focused only on the present. It isn't arrogance, it's perspective. The seventh trait is an internal source of motivation. Most people depend on praise, attention, and approval to keep moving. You don't. You work even when nobody is watching. You improve yourself because growth matters to you, not because someone might applaud it. Psychologists call this an autotelic personality, a person driven by purpose instead of external rewards. That's why rejection rarely stops you. Someone who doesn't depend on the crowd can never truly be controlled by the crowd. If these 7 traits describe you, stop asking why you've always felt different. Start asking what those differences are preparing you for. Your solitude isn't proof that you've failed. It may simply be the price of seeing the world more deeply than most people ever will. Don't lower your standards just because loneliness becomes uncomfortable. The wrong people won't cure your loneliness, they'll only make it heavier. Keep building, protect your peace. Stay open to genuine connection, but never trade your authenticity for acceptance. The right people won't ask you to become someone else. They'll recognize the person you've been all along. If this video helped you understand yourself, subscribe to Teeh Psyche for more hidden psychology every week, and tell me in the comments which of these 7 traits describes you the most.